Hey guys, how you doing? I'm just going to quickly run you through how to set up this iTunes U course that I've set up for your history for next term. Obviously, I'm completely dressed up for the occasion because it is the break and I have been painting, hence the messy clothes. Oh, sorry, Winston wants to say hello. Yeah, so this video is just going to go through really quickly how to set up the iTunes U course. That's all there, ready to go. I've sent you out the link, which you'll need to enroll. And I'll also run you through how it works, what we're going to be doing, and why we're doing it. But I mean, I'll go through into more detail next next term when I get to see you next, as I know you don't really want to do too much on your break. So first up, obviously go into the email that I sent you and click on that link, and that will take you straight to the course. Now, because it's a private course just for you guys, I'll need to approve you. So if you click that link, it'll bring up iTunes U. Okay, and so you'll see exactly what you're seeing here on your iPad. So this will come up, and you've got to click request enrollment. So there it is there, Year 8 History 2013 Medieval course, and the little request enrollment button will hopefully pop up here. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time to pop up, but if it does, you're best just to go back to your mail, tap it again, and then there it is there. So you'll see request enrollment just here. So tap that. It'll ask for your iTunes U or your Apple ID and password. So that's mine there. There you go. You type in your password and then you're ready to go. Now what you'll see here in your iTunes U categories, it'll pop up. Now what you guys will have to do, because it's, like I said, it's a private course, you will have to wait for me to approve you. Now I only have to do that once. So once you click that enrollment, you might have to wait depending on where I am. I've got to get the email and click approve, and then you'll be approved. Okay, so once it's all approved, you just tap here. You'll notice a little icon there for this Medieval Europe section of the course. We're going to break this course up. There'll be actually quite a few courses over the course of the semester. So the first one is going to focus on Medieval Europe, and then we're going to be looking at other things like the Renaissance in Japan and all that kind of stuff. But the first one is just going to focus on this one section. So here it is here. With the courses, you can do it in landscape or portrait view. You'll obviously see different information. All right, so here's kind of like an overview of the course and what we'll be doing, and what we'll be looking at here. Just the bottom part there is obviously because I update these courses each year, so that's just for other people that have subscribed, other students from around the world. Okay, so we'll view it in portrait mode for now because you can kind of see a little bit more there. Anything in blue are links, and you can check those out. So the instructor, good looking guy, that's obviously me, and then the outline is the outline for the course. At the moment we've only got one topic in here, which is topic 1. So if we actually go into posts by tapping the post tab here, you'll see topic 1, okay, and it's got a little 1 next to it. So whenever this is updated, so when I update it with new information and new posts, you'll actually get a notification. So if I actually drop this down here, you'll see you get these little notifications like I've got here for the iTunes U curriculum handbook. So you'll get that actually pop up on your iPad saying, hey, new post, a new topic, and you can check it out straight away. So it's a really cool way to kind of keep track on what's going on. All right, so you can also tap down on these things and you can actually see what they're about. But if you tap the little arrow here, it'll go into this topic in a bit more depth. Okay, so we can see what we're looking at. This is obviously covering the stuff that we did on the last couple of days. So it's all here so you can kind of get a rough idea of how it works. You know, we've got what we're doing, we're talking about the book, we're breaking down what's in the book itself, and here it is here. So here's the iBook. Now it's already on the iPad, so you don't need to download it. So you can't because you've already got it. You should all have this book. If you happen to be away, you can download it from iTunes U. So what I'll do in future is I'll send you the iBooks like I normally do, that's on the school server, so you don't have to download them from the internet. But you know, if you're at home and you haven't got it, you can download them here as well. Okay. Then we've got a few questions here, class activity, some student work, which is your work, okay, which is the debate that's on the blog. That's there as well. And then these resources are the actual other sections that are in that book itself. So the book is the main resource. That has everything that you need. And you'll also notice you can actually put a little tick there once you've got them. But the rest of the breakdown in the course is just to kind of keep track on what you're doing. Okay, so, you know, have we done those questions? Yeah, we've done those. So tick them off. Class activity, have we done that? Yeah. You know, the great debate, do we want to watch that? Yeah, cool, I've seen it. You know, so you can tick those off as you go, and then it'll keep track and it syncs so we know what's going on. So, for instance, if we go to the book, if I actually tap that book, it'll go straight to the book itself in your iBooks app, okay? And here it is here. So this is the book that we had a look at. You know, here are the videos that we watched. Everything's in there, just as we did in class. You can also still, so like we said, if we go back here, I'll just show you something really cool. So we're obviously doing a lot of our notes now in the book itself. So if I go in there, and I'm going to just type a note now, and I'll show you why this is cool. So there's my note, which could have been the answer. It could have been some stuff that we've been highlighting, because we know how we can highlight stuff and use it for when we have revision. So that's all there. Now, if I actually go back to the iTunes U course here, it'll actually update. So if I go into notes, and here are the notes, you'll see you've got my book notes. So here are the books that we're doing. At the moment, we've only got one book. And then there's a note for that book. So we actually have all the information, all the notes that we take, all the work that you write will actually stay in this course, no matter what book we use. So by the end of the year, you know, we might have 20 different books here, and all the notes are sitting here in this course. So it's really, really handy. Everything's in one spot. You won't lose it. You can go back and see it in one go. Audio, video notes. If there's a video playing or audio playing, you can actually type notes as well on those videos. So if we watch, I don't know, so we watch a documentary, you can be typing notes as we watch the doco, and they'll save here as well. Okay, course notes, this is where you can put other notes. So you can actually type in some notes in here for yourself as well. You know, you don't actually have to do it for the book, and you can type them there, and that'll save in your course notes. So book notes really, really important for all those questions, for all those revisions. And also, if you actually tap that, here's your note, you can go straight to it as well. So if you do view in iBooks, it'll then open up that book straight to that note. Okay, so again, really handy. I'll just go back. Really handy if you have, like we've got 20 or 30 books down here, and you want to find a particular note. You say, oh, you know, that was really important. You can find it in your notes in here, and then go straight to it in the book. So really, really handy. All right, so we're just going to go back to the posts. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. So each time we have a new topic, I'll create a new post on this course, and then it'll give you a notification. You can download it, and then you'll start to tick these off as you go and as you get them done. So again, we've done the first ones. That's fine. So you know we can tick this off. If we want to have a look at this, if we actually tap that, it'll switch across. It'll load up whatever link I've done there. So at the moment, I've done the new post that I put on the blog, where we talked about that debate that we did, which was pretty cool. You can watch the video, okay, and you can actually vote on who we want to have in there. Okay, so that we can do all that kind of stuff within the course, and once we're done with that, we can then go straight back to our course and yeah, tick that off. We've seen that. These are the extra resources. Now these videos are embedded in the book, so you can watch them anyway, so you don't need the internet, obviously, but I've done this link as well, just if you want to see them outside of the book or outside of the course, and for other people that are following the course too, they can do that as well. So you know, yeah, we've seen those. A little bonus, obviously, so this is for every now and then I'll put a little bit of extra information in there. So this one is just to do with the icon and why I've got Minecraft in there, which is for a few of you, I know you're into that kind of stuff. And you can watch that, so not necessarily directly linked to the course, but we'll talk about why we have what a Mott and Bailey castle is and why we're talking about Minecraft and all that kind of stuff, and that's going to happen later in the course. So let's just switch back here. And we've seen that. And that's it. So really, really simple way to kind of collate all your work. It's all put together. It's broken down step by step, you know, so you can follow exactly what we're doing. Really, really handy, guys, if you're away. So if you've missed a class, okay, it's really important that you follow this iTunes U course, because it'll break down exactly what you've missed, you know, what we've done in class. Did we answer this one in class? Yes, you know, so you can follow it along as you go. You know, those notes are really, really important. And then your materials tab will have all the materials that we'll use over the course of this course over the year. So at the moment, again, just one post, one topic, which is the introduction, which we started already. So you guys have done all this, so go through, you know, tick these off. If you're away, I'd suggest, you know, read the book now, have a read through it, tick off these things as you've done them, and that way when we come back next term, you're ready to roll. Okay, so that's it. So just to recap, all right, what you need to do is go into your mail, click that link, that I sent you. Now, I've blocked it out here because at the moment the course is private, so I don't want everyone enrolling around the world. I just want you guys to do it. Click that link, enroll in the course, and away you go. So again, I've already enrolled, but that's what you do. Click the link, request enrollment. It'll flip across, okay? Yeah, I've already enrolled. That's great. And off you go. And then back to your library here. So what you'll find is over time, in your iTunes U, you'll start to have a lot more courses here, okay? Not just, history. Hopefully we'll be doing some other stuff. You'll have it in there as well. And they go in there. And it links directly across to the books that we'll be using too. So really, really handy. Now, iTunes U syncs across all your devices as well. So if you've got, iTunes on your computer, it'll sync as well, which is why I have a PDF version. So at the very bottom of this, I've got the iBook, which is for you guys, but I also have a PDF copy of the books as well, so that way your parents, they can have a look at them. If they don't happen to have an iPad or you don't want to give them yours, they can have a look at what we're doing in class too, so they can work with you as well. Okay, so everything's there. So have a play with the course, see how you go. Like I said, I've got to enroll you first because it's private. And again, we'll go over this next term, but I need you to all have this sorted by... hopefully if you can do it in the next couple of days, that'd be awesome. But as long as it's ready before we start class. So there we go. Pretty cool, pretty easy. Everything's sorted for you. Everything's organised. So, no excuses now. You can just concentrate on the cool stuff that we're doing in class. Okay, thanks guys.